Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of the 25th Ward, the Silver Case. Where we last left off was that we started the 5th episode, or the 5th part of Placebo, where we continue as Tokio as usual, Morishima, and Tokio went to the 25th Ward, the 25th Ward high-rise apartment because of for some reason the turtle Red, like our little turtle called Red, ended up giving us clues and hints on where to go next, and we ended up following that order and went there to that particular spot. And so yeah, we're here in 25th Ward high rise still, and we met Meru in person for once, and we met Mailu, who digitalized herself into the computer, and we talked to her digital self. Otherwise, that's primarily that so far. So right now we're going to implant our old memory, Tokio's old memory, into himself again. And, yeah, we'll see the results of what the hell is going to happen. At first, I was wrapped in a bright, intense light, and I kneeled down. But I should read normal. At first, I was wrapped in a bright, intense light, and I kneeled down. So yeah, it's basically Tokio explaining his situation at the moment. So then something rained down on me. An infinite number of flower petals seemed to come raining down on me. And it would also seem like I was seeing a dream where the scenes change at a bewildering pace. Oof. Wait, what? Your memory comes back on the toilet? Oh, there he is. Tokio's freaking old as hell looking. What the heck? Why is he shriveling up on the toilet? Whoa. It started again. Who's there? Oh, yeah, I should read it as an old man because he's shriveling up a little bit. Ah, it's you. You don't look well. Poor you. You're just about done. You're no longer able to mentally bear it. It's our fault. But that can't be helped. Just as rainwater flows down into the gutter, we are pulled in by you. This isn't our own intention, and so it can't be helped. I don't know who this guy is. I just realized they just this random dude just shows up out of nowhere telling him, "Okay then, how to understand this? What did I want? I don't even know anymore. Now I just want to cross the river Styx into the next world. I guess it's kind of like drugs. The same thing that always happens is happening again. You build up resistance, and the normal dosage just doesn't work anymore. It's just getting difficult for you to just hold us down." Also, I'm reading him in like a country accent way because he kind of looks like a type of person who would speak in a more country accented style, I guess, in a weird way. But anyways, so it'd be best if you hurried up and died. That's the most logical way of thinking. Die? Stop exaggerating. With you not really dying and us not really dying recently, I feel like we could make a pretty good combination. That's right, I've changed my mind. I'm used to complaining a lot, but that's ridiculous. People change as they go on living, and even though I've died, I changed too. Isn't that funny? Right? It's so funny, I feel like I'm gonna burst. The heck? I don't know who those three are, but I'm guessing those are probably characters from the past game, from the Silver Case, and those three relate to Morishima in some capacity, or Tokio in some capacity. I like how it's a location called Babylon SC. The heck? Die. Please. Oh, we're in a hospital. Patient's room. IMM hospital. What the heck? How did we get over here? What the heck? Things are just going out of order, like all over the place. I feel like everything's just going out of order and all over the place for some odd reason. Is that a lady or a guy? Can't tell. I'm gonna just read it like normal, I guess. The deterioration is terrible. An operation is going to be necessary for survival. What caused this? Poisoning? A high-level drug addict? mood relaxers, antidepressants, sedatives, sleeping medications, central nervous system stimulants. All sorts of things are showing up. A lot of God damn it, I can't pronounce that word. Amphetamines too. We've pumped the stomach, but it didn't help much. This could have been a suicide, or at least an attempt at it. What sort of operation? A special operation considering the patient's body and physical state. This is Tokio Morishima, right? Yeah. That's why I brought him here. He was found in the 3rd floor bathroom at Babylon. Apparently he had returned to the 24th ward at some point. Yesterday he regained consciousness slightly. I could tell that he had an abnormal reaction. Psychic hypersensitivity. Dissociative identity disorder. You could also say it's multiple personality disorder. It's hard to tell the difference from drug-induced hallucinations. But it's like he was taken over by a completely different person's personality. And he was simultaneously fighting it and conversing with it. This man is like a shaman, reborn for the modern age. There's no point in existing in these times, though. So, if we use that thing, will it work? Yes, if we implant the production model type I, but that's no merit to letting him live. Well, it's not completely devoid of merit. He can't be reused as an experimental tool. Did you know that it's possible to connect the man-made silver eye with a machine using biological elements? You mean digitalizing his neurotransmission processes and then loading them onto a computer? Yes, and the opposite is also possible as well. But the human side needs to be properly suitable, and he has to have a construct inside his brain that can process huge loads of digital data. Are you saying that he has this? Are you saying he has this? There's a high possibility. Integrate information using another person's personality. An extremely complicated program switched in with digital data. If we use the Tokio Morishima type, which can be compatible with multiple people's personalities, it would mean a huge galaxy of digital information. He could be hooked up to a computer network without crashing, salvage huge amounts of digital data and programs, and store it all inside his own brain. I've heard of that before. A tape. Huh. Should we keep him alive and try it out? Personally, I'm curious. The mind of a shelter child, even now, it's an amazing treasure trove of secrets. What are the chances of him becoming immortal and becoming like Kamui? Immortal? That's just superstition, right? That sort of miracle wouldn't happen as long as we use the production model I. However, if he awakens, his metabolic functions will improve drastically. This has been verified. So, if he becomes like Kamui, he'll become a killer? Oh wait, was it her or him speaking? I just realized. If he was immortalized, would he become a killer? As for the Tokio Morishima type, we know that his psychic hypersensitivity will progress. It's completely different from the actual Kamui type. If he awakens, how can we control him? That was the main purpose of the whole Shelter Children project. Robotified human who will blindly follow orders. A public which can be totally controlled by their leader. But that goal was never achieved for some reason. In fact, they became utterly uncontrollable. People like Kamui were born instead. The situation hasn't changed even now. So, I'll leave it up to you to figure out a way to make him obey orders. Interesting. So, is this all like in the past or something? Yeah, because we're in the 24th ward. Yeah, so these are all the memories, isn't it? Yeah, this is all the memories before he got into the operation to shift his memories away from his brain, I think. Everything going okay? Looks like it. What about the other one? We'll use the little sister. That kid, huh? We're going to use classic blackmail. I see. But I was wondering if it'll work. I'll try asking one of the sedative wears off. I'll try asking once the sedative wears off. I'm actually pretty confident. Although they're siblings, they've never actually met before. But if they find out about each other's existence, they should react to one another. They're a blood-related Kamui and Ayame. If they awaken, you mean? That's right. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are pulling strings for some reason. Everyone seems to be pulling strings on each other. And I'm guessing that Tokio was actually the shelter children of Kamui. And the sister who probably carries that data in her brain is actually Ayame's sort of like shelter child, I guess. Because I remember we did read about the history of Ayame and Kamui and how people were trying to reproduce those two in a weird sense. And I didn't realize Tokio would actually be in relations to Kamui in some capacity, but what a nice breeze. You should be able to speak now. Your awakening has begun. You can see me. That's the proof. You're able to recognize external existence now. That woman told you before, right? The woman I killed from Babylon, people keep changing even after they die. It really is amazing, isn't it? It's like we're being cultivated and are developing inside you. Anyway, let's talk about you. I'll listen to anything you want to talk about. You want to erase your memories? Right? If you awaken completely, Kamui will know. If you awaken completely, your Kamui will know. Both of the Kamuis, each attached to one of the groups in the 25th ward, and what you're trying to do will get found out. And you'll be deleted immediately. Oh yeah, these are like the picture from the 24th, from the silver case probably. At the same time, I think this is Meru. The nurse here is probably Meru, and this nurse is actually not a female. I feel like it's just a male, just as a female. Maybe I might be imagining it because the way this person's telling, the way that this nurse is talking to Morishima, it sounds like she wanted to take his memory and hold on to it for him just in case if he wants it back or something. So you're trying to buy some more time before your full awakening. But that plan is not something that you thought up. The people here thought it up and implanted it into your subconscious in order to steal the 25th ward data and make off with it. It would be better to just wait a while and keep you only half awakened for the time being, with no memories. So we need to cooperate and figure out what these people are doing. I'll make you a card. Ayame. That's right. That's my name. Your little sister's name. And that name of the girl you'll meet in the 25th ward. Oh dear. Now I'm worried because Ayame, like, once Ayame and Kamui, if the children of Ayame and Kamui meets together, they will begin to kill. Like, the both of them will begin to have the lust of killing. Not each other, I don't think, but maybe more killing of other people. Like, they will have the bloodthirst of killing other people in general. This is a dream, right? I wonder. Do you think I'd be able to see you again? Whatever. Never mind. Give me a trinity. Okay. I'm surprised you remembered that. The Holy Trinity. Yes, God is one, but has three personas. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's right. You and me, and that turtle. What's this? A turtle ornament. I made it myself. Nice work. I'm happiest when you compliment me. What an honor. So, anyway, this turtle. I want you to hold on to it for me. I plan to come back for it again sometime. Alright, I'll keep it for you. Great. You're welcome. Oh, I thought you said thanks. Just now. You never change. Neither do you. Really? You think so? I really think so. Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, even this place. Interesting. Yeah, it's like, I think all of these are his past memory. All of Tokio's past memory that he lost before he went back to the boat or something like that, I feel like. The operation is complete. Tokio Morishima, it's almost time to wake up. Regard the world with your new eye. Tokyo, do you remember where you are? Kanto 25th Wall. Not far from where you used to live. Jesus, that blue screen just flashing there. The dizziness should be over. Accept reality. Take the suggestion. Inside the boat, I've repaired everything. Good boy. Look me in the eyes. I've got a lot for you to do. This mission must be a success. You are a tape containing the most precious and important information ever. So I've thought of some conditions that you won't be able to refuse. If you fail, you pay me back, but with death. Your death. And the death of your little sister. Of course, we have your sister secured. Don't let her die. Jesus, the freaking blue screen. I get it now. Kamui's secret was mixed in with the flower petals, or pieces of a dream. The secret is Kamui's true identity, not an idea nor words. It's like a ripened fruit, simply hanging there. I took that fruit in hand and ate it, and committed a sin. Interesting. Okay, rooms back to the same room. So all of that was memory flashing right beyond our eyes and seeing how we lost our memory and how we came to be with whatever it was. So let's talk to Meru first. Not Meru. I like how it says Meru in the menu and it says Meru in terms of the context of speaking. Meru. Okay, so I'm guessing we can only talk to her or him through the computer. Yagisawa first. Kind of weird. Oh. What the hell, really? I don't know, I didn't even get to see the other options of, like, checking the computer or anything. That sucks. I'm guessing he's probably tasered us. The scientist probably tasered us to get us, so he can get us off the place. Get out of the place. Because that, just, like, kind of weirded me out a little bit. It's me. I've been waiting. Everything went as you'd imagine. Looks like you've regained your memories. And the switch was been flipped, huh? I'm heading to the ward office. What is the computer room pin code and the password to receive the data? 4411. Buff 1. There's a snake under this table. The floor. There's a snake in my boots. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about like Woody from Toy Story. It's just, there's a snake in my boots. I guess it's a meme, I guess, in my head. There's a snake under the floor. Understood. What a concise and clear attitude. What else? What else do you want from me? Go. I'll go. Full speed ahead. That's what I'm assuming, that his boat's... Yeah, there we go. His boat speeding out to get to wherever the location's at. I can't see it. There it is. The goddamn ward office. I mean, he is rushing there for sure. It's interesting that it's on an island. City Hall. Oh shoot, are we gonna meet Jabroni in here? I have a feeling we're gonna be meeting Jabroni in here. Because Jabroni did end up going to the City Hall, I believe. But I might be wrong. Door to computer room. 4411. So 4411. Buff 1. I guess is the password for the other one. Still no clue on what we're actually doing. I think that he said he wanted to kill somebody or something. Or want us to kill somebody. But I'm not even entirely sure either ways. What pin code? Alright, here we go. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Alrighty. Door 1. Now for door 2, or whatever thing we're looking for. Computer room. Alrighty. Let's see. Main computer. Yeah, we have no choice but to follow through with this whole thing. Password. Alright. Buff 1. B-U-F-F? God dang it. There we go. 1. Very convenient that the O and E is like nearby each other, so it's like easier to me to catch the two. Or all the 3 letters in together. Access granted. Entering stealth mode. Please plug in a connectable device. The device is me. So, where's the plug? Oh yeah, because his eyeball is the plug. Yeah, I now realize that his eyeballs is the reason why everybody is wanting it. Or the reason why Kamui would be awakened if his eyeball gets connected to the computer in some capacity. Where is it? Subcomputer? Where is it? I have to connect. Where is it? I don't know where it is. How should I know? It's telling me the same bullcrap. What the heck? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm not move. I can't move at all. Under here? Yeah, it's because it says snake in the floor, right? Because the snake is a resemblance of the cable. There we go. This is it. What a stupid joke. Okay, I guess it's about time. Transmission! It looks creepy though at the same time. Checking designated device. Preparing download. Starting download. Downloading. Oh, it's slash. There's way too much here. Yeah, seriously. It's an amazing amount. I'm getting full already. You're gonna get swallowed up by the 25th ward. This is all the data that's been monitored all up until this point. This crap is ridiculous. Super Hella totally effing ridiculous. Don't just copy me. This is impossible. You're the specialist, right? It's going over the limit. Quit complaining and just do it. I'm already doing it. Downloading. 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 Okay, well, it's gonna keep saying the same thing until... I'm guessing we have to wait. We have to wait for a certain amount of time, I guess. Download complete. Took a little bit of time. Oh, geez, he looks so sinister. Why is Tokio so sinister looking? Quarter at dawn. A fictional woman mentally unstable and with a habit of lying, now like a pathetic, withered plant. Although I'm somehow living a long life, when it comes time to write something here, I want to try to write out my true feelings as much as possible. It's not necessary for anyone. It's because I am certain that this will be the last time. Women who always talk about how they're going to die don't really seem to die too often, but still. Ever since I killed Milu, I have changed dramatically. I know why. The Yame inside me has awakened. I knew it when I killed her. By killing the other me, which could be called a fake original, it was like I shed the skin of a person, which became my awakening. Gyoji had said something like this to me before. In Japanese, ayame is the name of a flower, but it also means to kill. Then I imagined something really cliche. There's a village in the mountains where people who kill for a living live, and both the boys and girls born there are raised to be assassins. They're sometimes made to kill each other, and only the ones who survive can become the real assassins. I wondered whether Ayame was named Ayame because she was a natural-born killer. Then once the Ayame inside me awakened, I found out that the idea was completely wrong. The Ayame that was suddenly born inside me was an impulse. Humans try to stop crime in order to protect the society that everyone has built. But everyone knows that society isn't perfect. Even though it was separated, the 24th Ward was built or created in order to try to protect or build a perfect society. But it resulted in the 24th Ward turning into an almost laughably imperfect society. The hearts of the people who are forced into an imperfect society and faced with immense pressure end up being twisted to their limit and giving birth to criminal crime. Or criminal power. Excuse me. I just finished eating lunch before this episode started, so I'm just burping a storm. Anyways, criminal power isn't something possessed by a single person. It is a twisted sort of power that spreads subconsciously among the various people who compose a society. The 25th Ward was created in order to observe and inspect the mechanisms that generate and create this criminal power, and what lies beyond. As for the reason for looking into this on the surface, it was for the sake of creating a perfect society. This hides the true intention of gaining complete control over criminal power and using it to control and subdue. But there exists a power that is able to break through that power of control. It can't be controlled, and it has no true shape or form. It is a power that makes one feel something primitive. But put very simply, it is an impulse. It's neither a power of good nor evil. It's simply a kind of instinctual emotion. As the days went by, the Ayame inside me grew larger. Like a tumor that develops inside your body keeps growing and growing. Ayame keeps developing while stealing my nutrients. I'm guessing that's the end of the episode. No? Okay. Alright, well, we're at the Seaside Park, which is one of the earlier places that we've been through in Matchmaker, and I believe also in Correctness. Interesting. Oh, it's Kipple in person. Sorry, I just hurt myself by hitting a wound, an old dead wound on my leg for some reason. It's like the rain last night never happened. So now, since we didn't know what he looked like, I just kind of read it off like a weird ghostly spirit. But this time, since he's in person, we're gonna read him like normal, I guess. It's almost too hot now. Sunlight is like poison to old people. You really didn't need to come all the way out here for me. Well, there was something I wanted to make certain of by meeting you face to face. I see. What is it? First, I want to know the situation. We secured you on the sea this morning, but there was no data. We checked inside your head, but it was totally empty. That didn't feel too good, you know? I just can't get used to having people looking around inside my head. And for 5 straight hours, too. Just when I thought I was free. Now I have to meet with you. Christ. Where did the day go? For you outsiders, in order to copy and steal data in the 25th Ward computer network, you have to use me. Right? Yeah. You're an unimaginable device. You can disable any copy guard system, any security. We don't have it implemented yet, but you should have prepared a special plug. It'll help get around laws that haven't been tweaked yet. Sounds like something people like you would say. But sending data through me once, I was able to treat it as normal digital data. It was an amazingly huge load, but anyway. Basically, I used the internet to simply pass the data along. That was the only chance I had. That's all there is to it. Why did you have to do something like that? Have to? Have to? No, I just wanted to screw you over. Having been toyed with for so long, I kind of wanted to rebel a bit. That's only natural, right? You sound like a little punk kid. Better than a lying asshole. So, what sort of deal are you thinking about? I'll listen. Make it quick. A deal? Huh. That could have been nice. That could be nice. Quarter at dawn again. What the heck? Tokio Morishima, unknowingly encradled in an as of yet unawakened Kamui inside of himself, was waiting for me to shake him out of his slumber. Or maybe the Ayami inside of me had telepathically communicated with Kamui inside of Tokio Morishima and was attempting to reawaken her former love. That's a joke, of course. Either way, I was to find out that the Tokio Morishima of the past had entrusted me with that role. GOG and Tokio Morishima were old friends from their old days in the 24th Ward. I found that out while digging up old records from the net, but just how far ahead had GOG seen? I'm sure that he couldn't have foreseen that Tokio Morishima would end up becoming so cloudy and flustered that he would forget his own birthday. It was during the evening 3 days ago that the cloudy, flustered man would be attacked and suddenly taken away. Just prior to that, someone from the Regional Adjustment Bureau showed up and started talking about possible adjustment for Tokio Morishima. It became clear that the fact that measures regarding Tokio Morishima were being taken meant that the experiment was finally nearing its end. Tokio Morishima's kidnapping was thought to have been perpetrated by the Regional Adjustment Bureau, the heinous crime unit, or some organization deeply tied to one of the two. The third-party organization in the 24th Ward had been using him as a source of information. His kidnapping may have been an attempt at stopping that. I decided to use the Meru system to search the net for information. Our weak point was that we couldn't really do much outside of using the net. I tried leaking information concerning the Oki Syndicate to employees of the Regional Adjustment Bureau named Suki and Osato, and monitored their reaction. I also contacted Kiryu Nagi from the Heinous Crimes Unit via sex chat. Oh! Interesting. Placebo is tying everything together. So all the stuff we've seen in both Correctness and Matchmaker is primarily caused by Meru, who's sending these weird messages to them to get them kind of alerted so that they can get slightly distracted by whatever they are seeing versus what they're doing at that moment. So it's interesting to see that the Tokio Morishima has been covered by Meru, but at the same time also seeing those distractions come into play in parts of their story, parts of Matchmaker and Correctness's story. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the time to see where we're at right here, but we're over time, so. But the hints I got regarding Tokio Morishima's whereabouts came from an unexpected place. The chat system at quarter temporarily went down due to an extraordinary server load. The computer network covering the entirety of the 25th Ward and the machine at its core had a biocomputer installed, and Quarter was supposed to have been protected by the system as well. Although it was only for a few short minutes, the fact that the Quarter system went down meant that it was handling an unexpectedly immense load of traffic. I knew that Tokio Morishima must have been connected. A plug was stuck into Tokio Morishima's silver eye and hooked up to the net. The purpose was to completely delete the existence of Tokio Morishima. Naturally, the barrier created on the opposing side was tough. I was unable to directly connect with the Tokio Morishima inside the net. Tokio Morishima was being forced to participate in a fixed game. He was fighting a battle that he would in no way be able to win. I don't know if his opponent being named Slash was supposed to be humorous, or if it was simply irony. Or maybe the anxiety in Tokio Morishima's heart had given birth to some sort of weird monster. Either way, it was my duty to get a weapon to Tokio Morishima, who was on the verge of death. I was finally able to check out backstage, aka the backyard. That was the red room, and it was there where I used a somewhat dirty hand to send a program. Yeah, so Meru was the one who gave Tokio a way out of the red room by giving us a weapon that ended Slash, or a copy of Slash, in that red room battle. That's really interesting. Naturally, at first I was prepared to use any means necessary, but if Tokio Morishima himself didn't notice what I had sent, then it wouldn't have been possible to cancel the uninstallation program. Like a fisherman casting a weighted line into the sea, I sat and waited patiently, watching the surface of the water for signs of movement. Interesting. Back to the park. But sadly, I have to end it here for now. Sorry, I'm just drinking water to just kind of get hydrated, just in case, because it's hot at the same time. It's a lot of reading making me thirsty sometimes. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end it here for now. It's a little awkward, but it's not that awkward, because I wish to continue this conversation to finish it up, this part of the chapter / part of the branch. So far, I think it's a lot faster in terms of speeding through scenes, and it's hard for me to figure out what's going on, because it's like this. Like, that's how I feel whenever I go through this whole part of the placebo branch, or the part 5 of placebo branch. It's just, I don't know, it's just so much to wrap my head around, and it's like surprising to see so many different things coming up and happening that it made it harder for me to kind of gauge what the hell we're seeing and what we're going through. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for me in this episode. In the next episode, we'll continue this conversation, and then we'll see what it will come down to for the placebo chapter or branch that we'll be going through. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for me in this episode, and I'll try my best to keep doing more of these and try to finish this before anything happens, so I can move on to different games, or continue other games that I've been holding back a little bit. But otherwise, that's it for me in this episode. And yeah. Anyways, Roz out.